Virgos and cross watchers, welcome to your October. Who's coming toward you guys and why? Okay, so Virgos or cross watcher, it looks like you have Aquarius energy out here, Taurus energy, Aries, Leo, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces is what I see. Um, and Sagittarius. Okay, so those are the signs. I also see your energy, Libra energy out here with this nine. And then we have Virgo. So you could be dealing with a September Virgo or a September Libra or a cross watcher. This person is a September Virgo that you are dealing with. Okay. So let's get into it, shall we? Virgos, it looks like someone wants to piss you off this month. Okay. Someone wants you all fired up. Okay. They want you fired up. It looks like you guys have been looking in the mirror and putting in the work into yourself. When it comes to this fired up card, I feel like someone wants you looking in the mirror, cracking, because there's a crack on this mirror. Okay, so someone doesn't want you putting in the work into yourself. Someone wants you fired up. So it looks like they're going to come in or they're trying to do something to get you all heated up, pissed off, so that you don't have, they don't see you change. They don't want you to change. There's something about, I feel like this is an X, okay, because the X is standing out and then I just seen fix. So there's an X out here that wants to fix something with you guys. And this person doesn't like the fact that you could be working on your beauty. You could be working on your mental, okay? You could be healing from whatever it is that they did to you. You could be healing trauma from your past, childhood wounds, okay? You guys are putting in the work to yourself, okay? So this, one of these signs out here, sorry guys, I just ate and my tummy is not agreeing with this. So, uh, so yeah, so there's a person out here that wants you guys all fired up. They want you guys heated. They don't want you guys putting in the work into your either physical appearance or mental appearance, okay? So your mentality. They don't want you healing that trauma. They want you stuck like this, okay? They want you stuck, bound, depressed, troubled, sad. They want you crying, a storm, left out in the cold. They don't want you, you know, they want you all dirty, muddy, cracked, all kinds of stuff. For some of you guys, this could be they want your appearance just to be horrible. Okay, they don't want you putting in work in your appearance. Some of you guys could you could have been putting in the work into your appearance, and this person is scared that somebody else is going to see you a certain way that they did, but they took advantage of. I'm getting. So yeah, so some of you guys are working on yourself, or you have been, your appearance and your mentality, and this person is coming back around to get you all fired up. So don't say anything about any goals that you guys have going on in your life, because I feel like this person is trying to, like, let's say you had a rebirth, right? You went through a spiritual transformation. You went through an awakening. You know, said, okay, I'm tired of blaming so and so from my past. I'm going to focus on me. You looked in the mirror and you fixed what you seen, or maybe it was your appearance. You looked in the mirror and you said, I don't want to look like this anymore. I'm going to do something to change my appearance. You put the work in, right? This person is all pissed off about that. So they're coming in to sabotage you and destroy your physical appearance, your mentality. And why? Because they want this with you, and they want this closeness. They want this bond with you, and they don't want anyone else having this bond with you. Okay. So we have, with this card, this is a 6. This is all about harmony, cooperation, and community. They don't want people, so with the 2 and the 4, that's 6. They don't want people looking at you. They don't want you getting recognition out in the community. They don't want you being, you know, happy with yourself. They don't want you being, you know, if anyone comes your way, they don't want harmony coming to you, okay? And then we have the 9 out here. So with this B, the 9 is all about wisdom, fruition, achievement. So like I said, this person does not want you putting in the work and achieving, you know, spiritual wisdom. I feel like you guys are learning things about yourself, and you're taking your past hurts and making it your power. There's things that you have done in the past that this person knows about. Maybe you used to drink, maybe you used to smoke, maybe there's something, maybe you used to overeat. You did something, Virgo, that this person knows about, that they want to come in, piss you off, get you all fired up again, and they want to try to sabotage this growth within you. Okay? And it's all because they want this, they basically want the sex with you, they want to be close with you, they don't want nobody else having that. Okay, what's on this person's mind, what's going to be exposed, is this person, they want to say sorry. Okay, they feel like this is a huge. See, they want to say sorry, but they're keeping silent. All right, they're staying silent. They know they messed up. They know they messed their chances up with you. There's something that this person did. I feel like this is an ex of yours. They could have said something. They could have cheated. They could have, took you for granted. They just walked all over you like a doormat. And this person is really, really sorry. So it's like the only way you're going to get an apology out of this person is this way. Okay. Uh, if you go before them, they're going to write this letter to you saying, I'm sorry, and they're going to put it on your headstone, pretty much. And they're not going to say anything. They're going to keep silent. That's who they are. So they don't ever plan on coming towards you and apologizing. What they want to do is they want to get you all heated up here. They want you all mad. They want you, fired up. They want nobody looking at you as a new person. You worked on yourself. You put the work in your appearance. You put the work in your mentality. You're a new person. You're happier. You like who you see in this mirror here. You like that you put the work into yourself. And now they're pissed off about it. Now they're over here. I'm going to say sorry when this person passes away. I'm going to keep my silence, and I'm going to be stuck here like this. They're in torment. They have heavy anxiety, depression, they're troubled. They could be crying all the time. But whatever it is, they're not going to apologize. So you'll never get an apology until your death day from this person. The day they can go put this I'm sorry on your headstone is the day that you'll get that apology from this person. Until then, this person just wants to come in. They could know your weak spots. They could want to say little things that trigger you. Maybe anger is something. Maybe something, you get angry easily. Maybe there's something that, they could just say something and you're going to be triggered and pissed off and, all that. So be mindful of an ex coming back around this month that just wants you heated and pissed off, and they're trying to cause a karmic chain back to you, okay, and disturb your peace from you having this awakening, because they're sad. So they want you sad, Virgo, okay, Virgo or cross watcher. So I feel like they want to come in and fix something with you with this word fix, okay. This is definitely an ex. I feel like they want to light. Okay, there's no E out here, or it says lit, but they want to, fire you up. All right, they want to, get you all heated. They want to piss you off so that they can, not have to. They feel horrible and guilty. Whatever this is, this ex of yours, they feel horrible, guilty. They don't want to have to apologize. They see the new person you're becoming, and they will never, ever, they're going to keep silent until, you pass away, and they can walk up to your headstone and put this I'm sorry letter, I'm sorry Virgo or cross watcher, and tell them this person's staying silent, and they're going to keep stuck, bound, and chained. So if you were thinking about an ex and you thought, did this person ever care? I feel like some of you guys, you put a lot of time, energy into a person. and you gave them a lot of time and energy, and you know, it took away from your who you were meant to be, and now you're working on that. I feel like some of you guys, if you have ever thought, is this person sorry for what they put me through? You know, it could be physical abuse, it could be mental abuse, it could be sexual abuse, it could be anything. And this person they're living in regret. This is them. They're over here sad, depressed, anxiety, you know, tears, crying. They could be homeless. They could be like, what have I done? Why did this happen to me? Because they were, you know, they were a nightmare to deal with. They took you for advantage. They did something to you that they knew was wrong. And instead of owning up and taking accountability, this person would rather be a pain in the ass, sit here in silence, you know, torment themselves and never say sorry until the day you die. That's when you're going to get your apology from this person. So if you have an ex and you're like, does this ex ever regret what they did to me? And it's one of these signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. Yes, this person is living in torment. Their, you know, spirit is whooping that ass, I see. So be, you know, be grateful. This person is sorry. Okay. So when I asked, but they do want to come towards you and they want you going backwards. So keep focusing on yourself. Okay. Keep putting the work into yourself, because we have mirror and the bee out here that's putting work into yourself. They're trying to make you go backwards to where they can say something or they can do something, get you all heated. Some of you guys could have fire in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But they want you all pissed off. They want you all heated so that it makes them feel better about themselves. Like if they can piss you off, Virgo, then it's like when they think about you, they don't sit in this torment. They go, see, that's why I did it right there. That's why I treated Virgo like that, or Crosswatcher, because shit like that. Because all I have to do is say one little thing and look how pissed off they are. Look how they get. See, I knew they were crazy. I knew they were a psycho. So that's what their plan is. Their plan in this month is to come in, say something, do something to get you all fired up, to take your growth away. But we have this again, once again, when I asked, what is Virgo supposed to be doing this month? Growth, okay? You're supposed to be having growth this month, seeing past, take the rose-colored glasses off. All the confusion, all the illusion this person caused you, take these glasses off. Have growth in your life during this autumn season, okay? Autumn, we're in fall right now. You're supposed to harvest, okay? You're supposed to, you know, see who you've become. So it doesn't matter if you have, I don't know, maybe you looked in the mirror and you seen that you needed to lose a little bit of weight. So you started working on your appearance and you put the work into it. And now you're like, okay, I'm seeing the results. Okay, so, or it's, you know, you worked on your mentality. Okay, so you worked on your mentality. You've been working maybe since the summertime. Maybe you started this in the summer, or you started noticing something in the summertime about, you know, how you needed to change, or there was something that you needed to change about you. And you started changing that. And you took those rose-colored glasses off, and now you're going to see results this fall, this autumn. So if you're not seeing them now, you're going to be seeing them soon, okay? Because all the work that you have put into yourself, Virgo, or Crosswatcher, that is coming back this season right now, okay? So keep focusing on yourself. Do not, so I feel like some of you guys, right now, there's people coming in your life that past people who are just like this ex, who want to see you fail too. If it's not your appearances, they want you, if they're not wanting you to gain a bunch of weight or look a hot mess or, you know, whatever, they want your mentality to be all messed up. So it makes them feel, it doesn't, so it takes the guilt off of them from feeling like this. So you're going to have exes this month come in, Virgo, and you're going to have people from your past that want to chain you and bound you and put you in this energy, this torment energy right here, to where you guys are now thinking like, oh, maybe I'm not changing. Maybe, maybe this is just who I'm meant to be. Or I feel like someone is thinking this, like you guys, there's going to be friends, family members, neighbors, coworkers, exes coming back around, and they're really going to try to piss you off. And for some of you guys, I feel like it's going to work. It's going to piss you off. You're going to say something. You're going to pop off the mouth, and you're either going to, say, "Hey, shut the whatever up," and, let me be, or "You're the same stupid mother effer that da 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 da," that type of stuff. Okay, so whoever this is, it is for some of you guys, it is going to work. So it's okay if it works, as long as you're still putting in the work. Okay, that's all that matters, because these people are, they're pissing you off, and you can only poke the bear so much, right, before you bite back, right? So you're still that person, you're still having growth. Baby step forward, and they want you to be set backwards. They want you to sit there and be like, "Oh, see, Virgo didn't change at all. Virgo or crosswatcher didn't change at all. They're still like that. They still say things like that. They still do things like that. Nothing changed about this person. See." And then they feel less guilty, and they want to put you in this energy. So you guys, some of you guys, you're gonna, fail the test when it comes, and that's okay. Just keep stepping forward and know that you are putting in the work to change. Okay, you're still having this growth, and you will, have this harvest here. So just keep going with it. These people are here to disturb your peace and make you guys sad. All right, so there's going to be a stranger that is going to be a good friend to you. Okay, so you guys are going to meet a stranger who's going to end up turning into a really good friend of yours. This person could help you. This person could help you when it comes to harvesting whatever it is that you guys are going to get. Okay, so whatever growth. This person this could be a friend to where they can help you maybe tame this fire here. Okay, so maybe a friend went through some sort of transformation themselves, and they're like, "Wow, your ex is doing that, or this family member's doing that, or this friend is doing that, or something. This is what I did when this person did this to me." And it helps you, it helps your growth. So I really feel like there's a stranger that's going to become a really good friend for you guys, and this person's going to bring you a lot of peace in your life. Okay, so when I asked your overall energy, now we have play, childhood memory, swing, joy, back and forth, step carefully, and then we have safe. I feel like there is a person that's trying to cloak themselves to you. They're trying to, act like they're not doing anything. So you guys, we have step carefully, and then we have use caution. So I feel like this person is going to try to make you step backwards, like I said, in that growth. Okay, so you're growing, you're this child here. You are, trying to look in the mirror and become someone else. And this person is coming in for sure to make you go backwards so you don't have this growth here. We have childhood memory. This could be a whole family member. For some, it's an ex. For others, it's going to be a family member. It could be a sibling doing this to you. It could be a parent doing this to you. Whoever, you name it. There is someone who wants you back in some sort of childhood memory. Okay, they want you going backwards in life, Virgo. They want to bring something up to you that's going to set you backwards. Okay, so this could be some sort of trauma you endured in the past, and this person sees that you're growing and moving on from trauma. Or maybe, your body. Maybe it was something to do with your appearances, and now you're growing and you're like, "No, I don't want to." Maybe you're a chubby kid, okay? And you got picked on all the time. And then you became, chubby as an adult or whatever, and then you started working on yourself, right? And this person, they say, "Oh, you're never gonna be this, or you're never gonna lose weight, or this is just who you are," or something like that. They're trying to set you backward, your mentality. They're trying to go backwards with you, okay? So, and then for the ex, they're trying to set some memory off that you have that's going to get you all heated up, fired up, so that they can cloak themselves to you and put you in this bondage energy like them. Okay, we have karmic chain, karmic tie with peace and awakening and sadness. They want you questioning your peace. Okay, we have the question mark and then that sadness. They want you questioning who you are now, who you are becoming. Okay, so Virgo, don't fall for this game this person is playing. If you know that people, maybe you're like, so be careful when you ask, when you say, oh yeah, I've grown, I've healed, I've da 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 da. That's when God wants to test you. That's when the universe wants to come in and say, oh yeah, okay, you healed, you're okay. Okay, we're going to throw this person back up in your life and we're going to see how much you healed. And then next thing you know, this person comes and it's like a holiday or whatever. And now this person's saying little things and they're trying to get under your skin and they're trying to trigger you, and you're over here like, that's it, you need to da 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 da, and you just keep going off and you're all heated now, you're fired up and you're like, I don't think so, I'm going to stand up for myself, I'm going to just go at them. And that's where after you go home and you look back in this mirror here and you're like, oh my God, all the work that I just put in, not acting that way, this person got me out of character. And there goes my growth I've been working on over the summer. They're good. Like now I'm all, confused. I was doing so good and I was supposed to, and this is going to happen this month. This month or in the autumn is when you're going to see. Okay. So don't let people get in your head. Don't let people get you fired up this month, because that is, if the devil can't send this ex in, the devil's going to say, okay, I'm going to send an ex-friend in. I'm going to send a friend, or I'm going to send a neighbor, or I'm going to send a family member in. I'm going to send a sibling in. I'm going to send somebody in to get you all heated, to fire you up, so you feel bad about all that work that you just put in yourself. You looked in the mirror, you put all this work in, and now I'm going to take that away from you. I'm going to make sure you get pissed off and all that. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. Someone wants you chained. They want you bound. They want your peace chained and bound this month. And they don't want you seeing things for what it truly is. And that's you've went through an awakening. You've woken up. You know that you needed to heal. You knew that you wanted to change. And that is what you did. You started putting the work into yourself so that you can have these changes and make these changes. And I really feel like there is people out here that are trying to torment you. So my advice would be to you is make sure, and then with this card, a stranger who will turn into a good friend, it flipped out this way. Okay, so I feel like maybe this is a friend also that's trying to come in. So some of you guys, you have a friend that just likes to compete with you all the time. And this person just like, they can compete with your looks, or they can compete with something that has to do, but this person is always competing. That's the point here. And Spirit is going to send you someone in that is a good friend, okay? A better friend, someone that's going to help you heal, someone that's going to help you grow, change, someone that's not going to sit there and be like, you go out somewhere and next thing you know, you got broccoli in your teeth and this friend is over here, you're smiling away and shopping or doing whatever you're doing or eating or having a good time. And next thing you know, this friend's just laughing at you, going, yeah, haha, you look like a freaking idiot. Like, that's the type of friend. So Spirit is going to send you guys a really good friend that's not going to do that thing. Not that thing. Spirit is going to send you a friend that is not going to hurt you. Okay, so because you guys have been putting in the work in, Spirit is going to give you a person that is going to help with this growth. That's what I feel. Okay, so Virgos, I'm going to close it out right there. That has been your monthly reading. Thank you guys all that joined me for my live. Thank you for the thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it as it pushes these messages out. And make sure that you guys don't fall into this temptation where you have an ex coming back around, you have family members coming back around, exes, friends, family member, coworker, whoever triggers you. I feel like that's what they are trying to do, is trigger you with this fire, so we have red, we have orange, and we have yellow on this card. So the yellow is all about your solar plex chakra. That's I can energy. So they want you heated so you can't heal, okay? They don't want you to heal. And then with that orange, the orange is your sacral chakra. That's all about I feel. They don't want you looking in the mirror and saying, I can change. I feel like I can do this. Okay, so they're trying to get you all heated up. And then with this red out here, that's I have energy. That's root chakra. Okay, they don't want you having anything in your life. They don't want you becoming a better person. They want to be able to take this from you. So in order for them to take this from you, they got to piss you off somehow and get you all heated up. Okay, so be mindful of this. This is like a, this is going to be a big thing for you. Okay. So we have 49. Someone could be 49 years old. What is this? So this is the number 4 right here. So 49 equals out to be the number 4. So that's all about comfort, stability, and determination. Okay, the number 4, that's what that means. So if you add these numbers up, they add up to a 4. And 4 is all about your comfort, your stability, your determination. So you guys need to make sure that you guys are determined to put the work in yourself, because, yeah, that's what I feel about with this fire card here, this fired up card. They are determined to make sure you're not determined to put the work into yourself. Okay? So, yeah, Virgos, that is what I'm seeing. If you are easily triggered, your advice for this month is stay away from people, places, and things, because the devil is going to come in and send these things towards you to see and test you, to see if you have healed, to see how much you've put the work into yourself. So like I said, if this is your mentality, there's going to be somebody that's going to trigger you to where you get fired up and heated, and there goes all that work, and you're going to feel bad about yourself afterwards. You're going to be like, wow, like I really tried not to be this person, but this person just pissed me off so bad I had to do it. I had to say it. I had to, like, I really feel like that. Okay. So like I said, somebody's going to try to piss you off this month. Stay away from exes, especially. There's an ex out here. Yes, they're sorry, but you're never going to get this apology until the day you die. And that's when they're going to put a little, letter on your headstone here. And then that's your I'm sorry. Until then, they're staying silent and they're going to live in this torment. They want you in this energy as well. So if they can fire you up and get you pissed off, it makes them feel less guilty, okay? Same goes with family member, friends, neighbors, co-workers, whoever's trying to, they're in this energy as well. Whoever, hurt you and you cut them out of your life, that's where this person feels like where they want to piss you off. They're like, well, I see the Virgo or cross watcher changing, and I can't take accountability for my actions. So instead of, me living like this and feeling so bad about myself, I'm going to go piss them off and get them all heated and fired up. And then it's going to put them in this bondage and torment like I'm feeling, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to close it out right there. Once again, thank you guys all for watching. I really, really hope that helps. Like I said, Virgo or crosswatcher, if you get triggered, stay away from people, places, and things. And if you feel like you have grown a lot, okay, and this is like you had your growth, keep focusing on your growth. You're going to see the results. But make sure that you guys take these rose-colored glasses, all these illusions. If you end up saying, I've healed, I've changed, I've done this, be ready for a test. Spirit is going to come in with a test. So let's say it's a test of jealousy. Okay, so let's say when you and your significant other are out and about somewhere, and you had an ex sit there and be the centimeter man, where he looks up women up and down every centimeter of their body, right? and that pisses you off, and that gets you fired up, and that gets you heated, and or women do this to men too. So I've seen it happen, as well. And then their husbands or their boyfriends or whatever, they're looking over like, what the hell are you checking him out for like that? But so yeah, it goes both ways. So let's say that you could have been a jealous person, right? And you're like, okay, I put the work into myself. I'm not like that anymore. I can do this. I've changed. I've had growth in my life. I'm taking these glasses off. Once you say that and you speak out into the universe that you have healed, that is when your test is coming to see if you have fully healed. Okay? Even if it's cheating, for example, if you were a cheater or you cheated on a diet or you cheated on, your person or whatever, you Virgo or cross watcher, that is when Spirit's going to send this test in. The devil and his little minions are going to come in and they're going to be like, oh yeah, well, look at this. What do you think about this? Are you still healed? Let's see. So make sure you guys are passing your spiritual tests. Make sure that if you are growing and healing and putting the work in to yourself, you stay away from people, places, and things that trigger you. Alrighty, Virgo. So with that being said, I'm going to close it out right there. Thank you guys all for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button for me.